A white couple adopted a black boy from an orphanage and named him Saru. Arriving at his new home, Saru was filled with curiosity about everything around him. It was his first time seeing a television, his first time seeing a refrigerator, and there were so many foods he had never tasted before. Just months earlier, he had been sleeping under a bridge every day, barely surviving on scraps scavenged from the garbage. Saru's adoptive parents showered him with care, offering him a childhood filled with joys he had never known. During meals, he would find ways to make his adoptive mother smile. When she was sad, he would gently wipe her tears away. 20 years passed in what felt like an instant, and Saru was now a young man. At a class reunion, while fetching a drink in the kitchen, he spotted a plate of jalebi sweet pastries shaped like ears. The sight instantly plunged him into memory, stirring a deep homesickness he had buried for over 2 decades. He was overwhelmed by the urge to know how his birth family was doing, and so began his search to find. He tried tracing back to the train station where he had gotten lost as a child, but 25 years had changed everything. The railways had been rerouted beyond recognition. Days turned into weeks with little progress, and Saru grew restless, losing sleep over his stalled journey. It wasn't until later, while studying a map, that he noticed a route strikingly similar to the one from his memory. Zooming in and tracing the rail lines, he finally located the very station from his past. Tears welled his eyes. The next day, Saru flew to India. Guided by childhood memories, he found the familiar bridge underpass and walked into the narrow alley where he once lived. But when he reached his old home, it had become a sheep pen. Saru broke down, overcome with frustration and regret. An elderly man passing by noticed his distress and approached him. Saru quickly pulled out an old photo, explaining that he used to live there and sharing the names of his mother, brother, and sister. The man simply motioned for Saru to follow. After turning a couple of corners, Saru immediately recognized his mother, her hair now gray. He rushed toward her, hardly able to believe his eyes. His mother, equally stunned, embraced him tight. After 25 long years, they were finally reunited. When Saru saw his sister now grown, he was once again overcome with emotion. But then, from his mother, he learned a heartbreaking truth. On the very night he went missing, his older brother had been struck and killed by a train while searching for him. Saru was left with an endless ache of sorrow and regret.